Hey everyone, and welcome to another Hero Showdown. And today we've got a treat for you. We will be showcasing the Monarch Blitz Deck. I'll be representing the Shadow side. I'm Jason Chung, game developer, and I'll be playing Levia, Shadow Brute. And today I'm joined by Calum. What are you playing, Calum?
Today I am representing the power of the light, and I am playing as Bolton, Light Warrior Hero.
Alright, let's roll to see starts.
Alright. Nice. Alright, I'll go first. And now, this Warrior Hero is pretty exciting. Like the warrior that already exists, he is going to be utilizing his weapons, but because he's a light hero, he's also focused on the idea of the soul. In this case, charging his soul with cards by putting them face up under his hero, and you're going to see that showcased later on. So I will get started here and have a look at what I can do. I think, okay, yeah, I'm going to start by playing an Express Lightning and charging my soul. Coming in for 4 damage.
Alright, I'm going to defend with 2 cards. So when Bolton charges his soul, his attack actions get +1 if I'm defending with an attack action. So in general, I need to be defending for more than 4 here. So I'm defending for 6. Your attack is now 5.
Yes. Now, I could banish a card to give this attack a go again, but I think for now I'm satisfied with that attack, and I'm just going to put a card into my arsenal and pass the turn.
All right. Now it's my turn, and as playing Levia is a Shadow Brute, and much like other Brute, we really care about 6 power or more cards. However, the Shadow side of Levia, we're going to be going to the dark side a bit and utilizing some very powerful effects. But with great power comes great responsibility, and there's a key mechanic in Shadow which is called Blood Debt, and you're going to see this on a lot of my cards soon. But I'm going to be taking damage at the end of my turn with Blood Debt, unless I have a way to turn it off, which you'll hopefully see soon. But I'm going to be pitching and playing Rally the Rearguard. This card doesn't actually have an effect that's relevant when attacking, but you'll see later on when I defend with this card, it's very important in this deck.
Well, the thing about an aggressive warrior hero like Bolton is a lot of the time you want to be able to attack your opponent with a large amount of cards in hand. And in order to do that, sometimes you gotta just not block, keep it real, and take the damage. So I'm going to do that here and take 6 damage.
Alright, and then I'll Arsenal. As you can see, with Levia, I really like to spread the graveyard a tiny bit and not keep it in one pile. This is unlike other decks in Flash, but the reason for this, and you'll see soon, is Shadow Brute has a lot of cards that banish 3 cards from my graveyard, and I want to know how many cards in my graveyard before I actually start playing. Otherwise, I have to check my graveyard like every turn.
Alright, that's a good point. Now I've got a little surprise for Jason, because at the start of my action phase, I'm going to flip up my Mentor card, which was in the arsenal.
Whoa, what's that, Calum? I've never seen a Mentor before.
So this is something that's completely new mechanic. It's you can only get them in these Monarch Blitz decks, and they're really cool and exciting. It's the Mentor card. So it says at the start of my turn, if Minerva, who is the warrior mentor, is face down in my arsenal, I can turn her face up. Now, one-handed weapons that I control have +1 attack. And whenever a weapon that I control hits, I get to put a lesson counter on her. And then if there are 3 or more lesson counters, I can banish her and search my deck for a specialization card, putting it face up into my arsenal and shuffling my deck. Now, this is something we're going to try and get happening. So what I'm going to do here is pitch my specialization card because I could use it here, but that would mean that it's not going to be in the deck to search when my warrior mentor pops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by using the resources from my pitch to play a take flight, and I'm going to charge my soul. So I have 1 resource remaining.
Alright, we're just going to defend this for free. I'm going to be taking 1. Since you've charged your soul, we're going to... Your attack's going to get +1, so we take 1.
And because Take Flight has the ability, if I've charged this turn, Take Flight gains Go again. I don't need to use my hero ability. So now, I think what I'm going to do is use the action of destroying my Gallantry Gold, which closes the chain. So now my weapon attacks get +1 this turn. So then I'm going to pitch, and I'm going to come in with the Hatchet of Body, coming in for 4 here.
Alright, that's a pretty good attack, Calum. We're going to be defending here for 2, so your guy gets +1, so now it's 5 on
ability.
Yep, so
right.
5 on 2. Do you have any reactions?
I do. I'm going to banish a card from my hero's soul, and because Hatchet of Body has higher power than its base power, it gets Go again.
Yep, I also have an ability, so I'm going to use Rally the Rearguard. Lets me discard a card to give it +3 defense. I can only use this while defending, and what's really relevant about this, it doesn't come up now, but you're going to see in the Brute deck, there's a lot of cards that don't actually have a symbol at the bottom right, and not only does it not block for anything, you actually can't block with those cards, but you can discard it to rally to get the effect. This card does block, does defend, but like, if it didn't, I could still use it to give it +3.
That's a good point. So now I'm going to use the last resource that I have to attack with my Hatchet of Mind. It's going to get +1 from Gallantry Gold, +1 from Minerva, and +1 because the last attack was Hatchet of Body. So this is coming in for 5.
Alright, that's a lot of damage. I'm not going to defend here, so
alright,
let's take 5.
And because I hit with a weapon, boom, I get to put a lessened counter, on Minerva. So that's 1 counter. Let's see if we can get to 3.
Alright. Alright, on my turn, I'm going to attack you with Ravenous Metax. When I attack with this, I'm going to draw a card and discard a random card. I only have 1 card, so I'm going to discard it. And if it sits on more power, which it is, Metax gets +2.
Ooh, okay, so that's going to be coming in for 5. I think what I'm going to do here is block up for 5.
Alright. And now it's your turn.
Alright. Oh, sorry, that's blocking for 6 actually, but yeah. Now, I'm going to try and get some more counters going, so I'm going to pitch this resource card to play Dusk Path Pilgrimage, which says my next weapon attack this turn gains +3, and if it hits, I get to attack an additional time with that weapon this turn. I'm then going to use one of my remaining resources to attack with the Hatchet of Body, coming in for 6, because +1 from here, +3 from here.
Alright, I'm going to choose not to defend here.
Alright, I'm going to use an attack reaction and use Bolton's ability to banish a card from my soul, give it Go again.
Yep.
So you're taking 6.
Yep, I go down to 8.
And there's another lesson counter on Minerva, and then we use my final remaining resource to attack with Hatchet of Mind for 4. +1 from here and +1 from here.
Alright, we're just going to defend for 4, since you did not charge this turn. That does not.
Yep.
Bolton
So, yeah, important to note that Bolton's ability, his static ability, is only active if you've charged this turn, and because I didn't, that attack didn't hit, so we can't quite get the Mentor active yet, but we're getting close.
Alright, now we're going to showcase a little bit why I decided to defend the first few turns. You may see that I wasn't wasn't like doing too many things. The reason for this is Levia really utilizes the graveyard. We're going to be playing Unworldly Bellow, and the cost of this is I have to banish 3 random cards from my graveyard, but it's well worth it because my next brutal shadow attack action will get +4.
Ooh, okay.
So a good way to just like randomly get the things. Calum can just pick. We'll shuffle it a bit, and now we're going to banish 3 cards. And oh no, there's a few blood debt cards in there, so I should be taking some damage at the end of turn. Fortunately, I won't be, because the Levia's ability is if there's a card of 6 or more power that's been put into banish zone this turn, which there is at least one, but it's multiple. Cards I own lose blood debt during the end phase. Now, one thing to remember is after I play this Unworldly Bellow, it's actually in the graveyard. It's not on the combat chain or anything like that, and that's gonna be relevant for when I play my next. Oh, not this card, but you'll see soon.
Okay. So this is coming in for 11. Is that right?
Yep, that's 11, and I can only play this card if I've banished a card of 6 or more.
So that's good. And I guess once you've started to banish a few cards with blood debt, you're wanting to make sure that you're banishing a card with 6 or more power every turn, right? Otherwise you're taking a lot of damage.
Yep, pretty much like once I've decided I'm going to start attacking, we're going to attack you every turn.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot of damage coming at me, so I think I'm still going to need some cards to attack with on the comeback. So let's see here. I think what I'm going to do is block with 1 card and take 8 damage.
Alright, so you defended for 3, we went in for 8. Alright. Your turn.
Alrighty here, so I am going to start off with an Express Lightning, and I'm going to charge.
We are not going to defend this.
Alright, now, unfortunately, because he hasn't defended and he hasn't triggered my hero static ability, this doesn't have higher power than its base, so I can't use the attack reaction. However, I have a piece of equipment, so I'm going to destroy my Snapdragon Scalers to give this attack go again.
Alright, so
you
I will take 4
damage.
We'll go down to 4.
Alright, and then I am going to pitch a card, and I'm going to attack with my hatchet for 3.
Alright, we're going to defend this for 3.
So because I've charged this turn, my attacks get +1 when defended by an attack action card, which this is, so I'll be coming over for 1.
Alright, I take 1.
Alright, so this means that my mentor has 3 lesson counters on it, so I get to banish it, search my deck for a specialization card, and put it into my arsenal face up. There it is. We pitched it earlier, and this is a pretty cool specialization, very powerful effect. Let's hope that we can survive to use it. Alright, so you can cut there. We put this on the bottom and draw 4 more cards.
Alright, on my turn, I'm going to begin with. So I'm going to begin with using Goliath Gauntlet. The reason for this is I want to put it into my graveyard first. Equipments go into your graveyard after it is destroyed. And then I'm going to play Unworldly Bellow. Now you may ask, why did I use the Goliath Gauntlet first? Well, I actually only had two cards in my graveyard that didn't have 6 power, and this way I don't actually want to banish too many cards with 6 power. I want to keep them in the graveyard, so I just want to dilute the graveyard with a little bit more non-6 power. Alright, so we hit the Glove Gauntlet, but we also hit a 6 power card. So this means that my Blood Debt is turned off for the turn. And now we're also going to play Smash with a Big Tree, and this is going to have a lot of attacks. So it starts off with base 7. As you can see, this card's very powerful. It does not defend, but it's very powerful in attack. But it gets +2 from Goliath Gauntlet and +4 from Unworldly Bellow. So this is going at you for 13, Calum.
13! And I'm on 6. Wow, I really want to not defend that much, but unfortunately we're not on the high enough life total to be able to take all that damage, unfortunately. So it looks like we're going to have to defend. I tell you what, I think I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to defend with my whole hand here and only take 1 point. But even then, defending with my whole hand, you're still getting through damage, which is...
Alright, and I don't take any damage to Blood Debt because I have banished a 6 power card, or one has been put into my banish zone.
Alright, I'm just going to pass back on my turn and hope that you don't have another super powerful attack.
Oh, well, I do. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Alright, we are going to play Endless Maw, and this is going to banish 3. And now it's a little bit relevant on why I kept more 6 power cards in my graveyard and try to get that Goliath Gauntlet away. And now I'm way more likely to hit on this Endless Maw.
Okay, I'm going to take these 3.
Alright, so we have hit. Not only does this card get +3 since we've banished a 6 power card and my Blood Debt turn with Levia, but I'm actually going to activate these Who's. And what these are is when I destroy these, I'm going to gain an action point. So remember, equipment go to your graveyard when they're destroyed. I have an additional action point, and we're attacking you for 9, Calum.
Good lord. Okay, let me see what I can do here. I think... He's got another action point, so it's likely there's another attack coming. I think what I'm going to do, though, is just defend for 6 here.
Alright, so you take...
3?
Yep. So what I can do here is I'm actually not going to close the combat chain yet, Calum.
Oh, sorry.
So I actually have 2 options. So if I wanted to close the combat chain and then attack again, I could. And what this will result in is this card goes to graveyard. I can use it in my banish, like for my banish. But that's I don't actually want to. I want this to go into my graveyard later. So we're going to also play Hungering Slaughterbeast, which is also another card that banishes 3 random cards from my graveyard. So take your pick.
These 3.
Alright, and we've hit again.
And so this is coming in for 6, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to defend 6. You're really bringing the beat downs today. Alright.
And now we're going to end.
I'm just going to pass back.
Alright, let's see if we can continue this momentum here. So, let's see. Alright. What do we do here, Calum?
You could just pass a turn, not attack me. That might be nice.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Okay, alright.
But this might not be.
We might have an off turn. We might have a window.
Alright. We are... This is... We're gonna activate Even Fold, and what this is it's destroy this and then banish a card from my hand. If it's a shadow card, I draw a card. We're just gonna banish this blood tribute here and draw a card. So we have two resources remaining. Okay. And then I am going to just attack with Hungering Slaughterbeast.
Okay.
And now it's actually possible for me to die. Not likely, but possible.
These? Oh, you got lucky. You hit the 6 power.
Alright.
So that's coming in for 6.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to block 5 here.
Mm-hmm.
Take 1.
Yep.
Okay, I'm on 1.
And now I am going to...
He's got more.
I'm going to arsenal a card, just having a small thing of what we're going to arsenal here. We will arsenal this card. Alright, all yours.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, this attack isn't going to be quite as powerful as potentially we wish it was going to be, but at least we get to start putting some pressure back on. So I'm going to come in with my V of the Vanguard charging 1 time, and this is Bolton's specialization card. It says, as an additional cost to play V of the Vanguard, you may charge your hero's soul any number of times. If I had more cards in my hand, I'd be able to charge them, multiple cards at once. And attacks you control on this combat chain gain +1 for each light card charged this way. I've charged 1 light card, so this is coming in for 4, and I have 1 resource available.
Alright, so you're most likely just gonna give this go again and then attack with a weapon, that weapon being free, so we're just gonna block with our mentor here, so we're gonna be taking 1. Do you have any reactions?
I do. I'm going to banish a card from my soul to give it go again.
Yep.
Okay, so you're taking 1?
Yep, we're taking 1.
Okay, and then, yep, you're absolutely right. Hatchet of Body coming at you for 3.
We're gonna defend with an attack action, so this means I'm gonna be taking 1.
Alright. You're on 1, I'm on 1. Let's see if you can turn off that blood debt, or whether you're going to...
Well, it's really important for the fire for me to just always keep cards in my hand to turn a blood debt, and this is why I had to not defend everything. We're going to be playing Unworldly Bellow.
Okay.
Take your pick.
Take 3.
And we've hit a 6 power card here, so blood debt is turned off for the turn, which is important.
Alright.
And now we're going to be smashing with Big Tree.
Smashing with the Big Tree again.
And this is coming in for 9.
Coming in for 9,
So
okay.
Here I'm hoping for you to have a lot of defend for 2s.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of defend for 2s. I can defend this. It's just going to be about which of these cards I want to swing back with. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to block 9 like that.
Yep.
And then on my turn, I think I'm just going to put this card in my arsenal.
Alright.
And pass. Getting low on the deck here.
Alright, well, we've been waiting for this turn for a while. One very crucial card in the riot is this card you're going to see, and we are going to play Dread Screamer. And the reason this is really important is we need to actually go wide a little bit to push through the final points of damage, and what Dread Screamer allows is if we banish a card with 3 or more power, which we do because we were 100% to do so,
yep,
it's going to get go again, and also my blood debt's turned off with this turn again, otherwise we would be taking a lot of damage.
Alright, well, I don't like it, but I'll block for 6.
Alright, so now it's going to be really important that I'm going to close the chain first, and what this means is this Dread Streamer is in my graveyard, and now I have enough to play this Hungry Slaughter Beast, and we're going to be banishing 3 cards here.
Well, I can only defend for 4, so I'm going to -2. That was a good game.
Good game.
Very, very nice.
And like always, the dark side prevails. But if you think I'm wrong and you think you can beat the dark side, just jump on board, pick up one of these Monarch Blitz decks. They're like ready to go. They're actually like really, really well for just teaching people how to play and maybe even bringing to armories.
Yeah. I mean, that was a lot of fun. I really like the Bolton hero. I love swinging with my axes. I really enjoyed I think the mentor card was like super cool there. It's almost like, you know, a little side quest that you're trying to do, and kind of lets you play in a slightly different way. And then, yeah, obviously the specialization card was it's a really powerful card. I guess I just took just a little bit too much damage in order to try and get it off, and that meant that I wasn't fully able to utilize the power of that specialization card, but it still kind of showed you just how powerful those mentors can be.
Yeah, from my side, your mentor put on a lot of pressure against me, and pressure against the Vi is it's very interesting because I wanted to defend very very heavily early on to keep up my graveyard, and it's okay to defend with all your cards at the start because you don't have a debt to pay. But once I started attacking you, Calum, I had to commit to attacking you every turn, because if I chose not to attack you on a turn because maybe I defended with all 4 of my cards, I would just die to the blood debt.
It's like at the end there, you probably had 10 cards of blood debt in your banish zone, so you have to fulfill that debt, otherwise it's lights out.
Yeah, it's what I signed up for, but
yeah.
But yeah, it was good, and then just keep up the momentum, and then as long as you always keep a steady amount of cards in your graveyard, and just later on, one of the key cards is going to be a Dread Screamer to make sure you be able to attack twice and push through damage. The Levi deck can be tons of fun to play with.
Yeah, that was an awesome game. Thanks, Jason, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers, Colin.